Previously on Fortnite Follies, the Save the World saga.
I'm getting shot.
Just as a heads up, broski,
Oh,
I'm recording,
okay.
but they cannot hear you. Because your setting is incompatible.
One shot. I am cooked.
Also, for my audience, that little speck of light is not who you think it is. I've got a new buddy this time around.
What? The NPC? Not NPC, the AI.
Oh no.
Versky, I think I'm washed. Yeah. Okay, time to leave the game. Bye.
Okay. Come on, Jocko, let's save a life now. There he is.
My horse rebooted.
Hello, Jocko.
It's with me. Wee!
Okay.
He can also shoot as well.
Yeah.
What happened, Max? You know, we just want pumping them.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What's going on, Mexican? What do you
okay.
not get? Why are they like a ninja?
Alright. Let's see what's over here, shall we? What is that, cross thing there? Builder's Barracks. Okay. So... is she the one that I'm looking for? Looks like it. Alright. I'm, Mardi Jester. Yeah. Alright. I'll try. Alright. So... build structures or destroy objects. Okay. I will have to do the latter. But on that note, somebody else is here. Alright. Leave him a tip for smooth driving. Okay. I don't much know how to do that. Oh dear. Alright. Ouch. Get out of here. Wait. Did you shoot him? Okay. That works too, I suppose. Alright, 7 power gloves. Alright. Someone else is here. Ah. Well, I guess that's that then, huh?
Deploying for duty. You're saying that we're helping some dimension hoppers get home? Very well. Let's get started. So, you're also saying that the first one we're helping is named Penny, who's tasked us with building or breaking structures and objects? Understood. Making final approach to Dark Dominion. This is a good place to sabotage, so deploying me into enemy territory was a smart move. I would have some questions if you had me sabotage, say, new sanctuary, but I digress. Enemy spotted. Engaging combat mode. Enemy neutralized. Engaging patrol mode. Another request she made was to leave the 7 out of our eliminations and sabotage. Isn't that a bit obvious that we're doing that anyway? We aren't called the 7 Republic forces for nothing, right? It's also pretty nice that we're serving a kind leader, however. Course, if I was built and programmed for a more ruthless army, I may have said the same thing about a strong leader, but I digress that point as well. Onwards to my next objective, which appears to be introducing myself to Jess. Understood. Advancing to Builder's Barracks. I will eliminate any opponent that attempts to get in my way. Mark II destroyers are derivative of Felina assassin droids, so we get many of their weapon proficiencies and assassin programming. That includes the following weapons: all types of assault rifles, SMGs, pistols, sniper rifles, revolvers, all types of double-barrel shotguns, infantry rifles, pump shotguns, all types of swords, and chains of Hades. We are also designed to set traps and intercept vehicles with different types of explosives, such as remote explosives, grenades, rocket launchers, and cluster munitions. I appear to have quite the distance to go before I get to Jess, so I will reiterate my warning, Jester. Even now, we have a ping that the Chrome series destroyers were not destroyed as you initially thought. She has joined forces with another former enemy of ours, Omega Carnage, and has actively made a power grab for some mystical artifacts called the Infinity Stones. If they get their hands on power like that, I don't believe I have to tell you how much trouble we'll be in. V2E495 has adopted the destructive ideology of the Army of the Last Reality, and her only goal is the absolute destruction of the Omniverse. And who knows what other threats Omega has recruited besides her. She is bad enough, but he seems to have a nefarious goal of his own. Another cause for concern is the name of the army Omega Carnage has founded, the Revenger Corps. If you don't understand the terminology there, these were all enemies defeated and coming back for revenge. And the common denominator of each defeat is you and Zeta Beetle, and all of our allies. They are actively seeking revenge on all of us. Hold that thought. Engaging combat mode. Hostile neutralized. Twin mag SMG detected. Looking up database of weapon. Fully automatic. 2 magazines for which it's named. Engaging next hostile. Utilizing newly acquired twin mag SMG. Hostile neutralized. Engaging patrol mode. Anyway, preparation is mandatory, not optional, not recommended, mandatory. If you are not prepared when any of these enemies return to seek revenge, you will fall. I cannot stress this enough, Jester. Preparation is a must, non-negotiable. Now utilizing Flowberry Mist Grenade. This recharges my shield, and lowers my gravity. This means I can jump higher with a full shield. However, this low gravity effect is temporary. It won't be long before my jump height is reduced to the default setting. Both the mist and the low gravity effect have expired. I am waiting out my rival. It would not do to be out in the open while being hunted by some sort of crash test dummy. Not that I have no confidence against an inferior battle droid, but I have another mission that I am focused on. With my focus divided, I will be fighting at 50% combat capability. Although then again, the storm imposes a time limit of sorts, so I cannot afford to wait for too long. There are some that remain on the island after their eliminations, but that is a bit of a coin flip, rifting into the sky and gliding to Jess. So, I suppose you're wondering why V2E495 is named the way she is. It has to do with her unique design which allowed her and her squadron to combine, and so they have, and added their serial numbers together into the sum of their parts. In this combined form, she has an estimated 11 times the processing power that she had individually. Jess was not in fact at Builder's Barracks. If she is not here, where is she? Beginning search for Dimension Hopper. She is not past the eastern wall, and last I checked, this wasn't Jess. I will climb up to the higher ledge to double check. On second thought, my system integrity has dropped below half. I cannot delay any further. I either have to meet Jess, or cut my losses and leave the storm. It would help if the rest had met more locals on the island, but I digress. There is a character detected at this mark. Close proximity makes me suspect that this could be Jess. En route to this destination, I will need to make haste, as they have been in the storm longer. Another speech bubble has appeared to the west. Advancing to speech bubble up ahead. Please hang in there whilst I make my way to you. I just need to climb up this hill, and we will meet shortly. Greetings. Would you happen to be Jess? I myself and V3F